The Florida Department of Transportation, or FDOT, welcomes you to the public meeting for the Old Dixie Trail Project Development and Environment, or PD&E study. We appreciate your attendance and participation. Please refer to your handout and display boards for more details on these items. The study begins at the Auburndale trailhead of the Auburndale-Tico Trail and extends approximately 13 miles to the Haines City trailhead of the Haines City Trail in Polk County. There is an existing gap in the regional trail network between the communities of Auburndale and Haines City in Polk County, Florida. The Old Dixie Trail is intended to provide regional connectivity, including connections to current and planned trails that will offer recreational and economic development benefits to the area. The Old Dixie Trail would also provide a safe, viable, non-motorized travel option for commuters and recreational trail users to access area destinations. Overall, the Old Dixie Trail would support quality of life for a region experiencing rapid population and employment growth. A PD&E study is an environmental and engineering process developed by FDOT to determine social, economic, natural, and physical environmental effects of proposed project alternatives. The alternatives are compared to each other to determine which alternatives best meet the project's goals while minimizing impacts to the community, natural, and physical environments. The process follows the National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA, requirements of 1969 and federal and state laws and regulations. This meeting follows all federal and state rules and regulations. This PD&E study is being conducted and completed according to the requirements of the National Environmental Policy Act and other related federal and state laws, rules, and regulations, which will qualify future phases of this project for federal funding. For additional information on all rules and regulations this meeting follows, please see the Federal and State Requirements Board. The purpose of this project is to address an existing gap in the regional trail network between the communities of Auburndale and Haines City in Polk County, Florida. The other goals of the project are to 1. Provide a safe, viable, non-motorized travel option for commuters and recreational trail users to access area destinations, and 2. Support quality of life and economic objectives of the surrounding area. The need for the proposed project is based on system linkage, safety, and social and economic demand. The Old Dixie Trail is expected to increase system linkage by bridging the gap in the regional trail system. It will also address the need for a connected bicycle and pedestrian network within Polk County. The lack of connected sidewalks and bicycle lanes makes pedestrians and bicyclists vulnerable as they must share the road with motorized vehicles with no protections in place. The Old Dixie Trail will improve safety conditions by providing a viable, non-motorized travel option for commuters and recreational trail users that minimizes conflicts between non-motorized travel modes and vehicles. Considering the projected population and employment growth for the area, the need for improved travel options and multimodal access to residential areas, employment centers, schools, recreational facilities, and other destinations has become increasingly critical to ensure connectivity, enhance quality of life, and support sustainable development. The proposed Old Dixie Trail specifically addresses this through enhancing mobility and accessibility between Auburndale and Haines City, which will boost economic productivity and improve Polk County residents' quality of life. The preferred alternative for Old Dixie Trail is a paved multi-use trail 10 to 12 feet wide and separated from adjacent roadways. It is approximately 13 miles in length between the Auburndale trailhead of the Auburndale-Tico Trail to the Haines City trailhead of the Haines City Trail in Polk County. This project will require 7.95 acres of additional right-of-way to accommodate the multi-use trail. No stormwater management systems or floodplain compensation sites are proposed. The proposed Old Dixie Trail will be a community asset, providing numerous benefits that include a safe, non-motorized travel option for active commuters and recreational trail users, supporting quality of life and providing economic benefit to the region and addressing a gap in the regional trail network. Throughout this study, a no-build alternative is also considered. The no-build alternative assumes that no improvements are made through the year 2050 except routine maintenance. There are advantages and disadvantages to the no-build alternative. Advantages of the no-build alternative include no direct effects or impacts to the natural environment or adjacent properties, no right-of-way acquisition, design, or construction costs. Disadvantages include not consistent with the local transportation plans, increased potential for crashes between vehicles and pedestrians and bicyclists due to inadequate sidewalks and bicycle lanes, and the no-build alternative would not provide the support for the identified economic opportunities that the Old Dixie Trail would support. FDOT evaluated environmental and socioeconomic factors relating to the proposed improvements in accordance with the National Environmental Policy Act of 1969 as amended and other federal requirements. The evaluation considered the effects of the Old Dixie Trail on protected species and habitat, wetlands and floodplains, water quality, stormwater management and permitting, right-of-way requirements and relocations, contamination, archaeological or historical resources, recreational sites, farmlands, and construction effects. Based on data already collected, the project as proposed will impact approximately 2,309 square feet, or approximately a fifth of an acre of property from the City of Lake Alfred's Frank C. Gardner Park. These impacts are needed to accommodate the 10-foot shared-use path and the relocation of the Citrus Connection bus stop proposed between US 17, 92, and the park. Although impacts will occur to landscape portions of the park, no impacts will occur to the Veterans Memorial within the park. As part of the project development process and in accordance with Section 4F of the U.S. Department of Transportation Act of 1966, the FDOT is seeking comments from the public concerning the effects of the project on the activities, features, and attributes of this resource. The FDOT intends to make a de minimis impact determination on the park. An evaluation matrix has been provided in the displays and in the handout. This matrix shows a detailed comparison of the preferred alternative and the no-build alternative, including potential effects on the social, cultural, natural, and physical environments. It also identifies preliminary cost. The department's preliminary estimate of total project cost is $28,939,800. At this time, FDOT's current 5-year work program includes funding for design in fiscal year 2025. The right-of-way phase and construction phase are not currently funded. The department anticipates completion of this PD&E study by spring 2025. The detailed study schedule is available in the display documents and in the handout. We encourage you to review project information, provide comment through the website by email or by mail to Stephen A. Andrews at 801 North Broadway Avenue, MS 1-40, Bartow, Florida 33830. You may also place your comment in the comment boxes provided at the in-person meeting. While comments about the project are accepted at any time, they must be received or postmarked by November 7th, 2024 to be included in the formal meeting record. Visit the project website at https://www.swflroads.com/project/435391-1 to view the project documents. Thank you for your interest and participation in the Old Dixie Trail Project Development and Environment Study public meeting and for taking time to watch this project video. And finally, an FDOT safety moment. Leave the racing to the professionals. Slow down to arrive alive. FDOT thanks you for making safety a continued priority.